Hey, what's happening, guys? We're back in the lab at M2C Racing. Boy, it ran me ragged this week. I was out in the shop most of the week. Didn't get too much progress done as far as getting parts out the door, but we made a lot of progress in design, and we're going to take you along a little ways, and you're going to see where we're at and where we're going. So stay tuned and stay with us. Hey, what's happening, guys? So we got our 6mm collet in. It's in the machine. Up. It's locked up. And we are currently making hinge pins. So we got some in the bucket here. They're coming out nice. Figured I'd give you a little update. What are we making over here, Marty? Plus 1mm crate and dog bones for the rear, of course. So that's our little update for today. We're going to keep it going and keep my hand right now. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm dealing with on the axles. I hadn't even took them apart yet, but let's go check them out. So if you look, see, I can see what you're seeing right now, kinda. I need my glasses. But if you look down there, you can see how close that axle is. Let's get some light. You can see how close that axle is, right? So, and as let's look over here where we got a hinge pin in it. You see how close that axle is? Now, we're on a slight angle, so as it comes up, it gets closer and closer, okay? Because we're on the, drafted angle of the rear end. And up here, even closer. Now, I still got to do my research and figure out, I got to take this apart, see if this is the same dog bone or CVD front and rear. I'm hoping it's the same. But I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and start with axles. I don't think I'm going to make them any bigger, but what I am going to do is I'm going to make them out of a better material, harder, and with removable pins. So we're going to get this thing put back together. I'm going to have some coffee, and we're going to get moving on this project. I don't know what day we left off, but it's now Saturday. And when we left off, where we were was, we don't have a subcollet to fit this hinge pin. I don't know if I told you guys that. So I got to order a subcollet. I did that today. Let's turn our light on. So, and I also ordered some hinge pins from Jenny's. We're tearing into this thing together. I don't know much about it. I don't really know much about it, and we're gonna learn together. I don't know if maybe you know all about it. I don't know. Sure ain't gonna be easy to know more than me, but I mean, it's just another RC, right? It's just really big. Okay, so let's get this guy back into there. Now, some of you guys might think it's a little counterintuitive to, see, I'm not gonna put those bolts back in. I don't think I need to. Do I? I don't think I need to. Where do those long screws come out of? Didn't they? Why does that have a flathead for socket head screw? This is a socket head, but this, I remember this is what goes in there because it goes all the way up there. And I don't see the marks. That didn't make a lot of sense. I'm gonna have to watch the video and see where we're at. Trying to learn how to work on this thing. We're gonna do it together, fellas. Hopefully you can see this. I'm just gonna get a couple of screws secure. We're taking this thing back apart anyway. Oh, look! Check it out. Oh, we got MIP drivers. Ooh. Okay. Let's cut these open. We got little MIP stickers too. I'll throw those in somebody's package. I'll throw those in somebody's package for them. So somebody's getting an MIP sticker. All right, look at that big old monster, MIP driver. Ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's it. I'll double check. I was just guessing when I ordered them. Oh, look at that MIP sticker. I like that. I don't know if I'm gonna give that one away. Anyway, I needed some new drivers because I've been using these Milwaukee ones. In my wrenches. I mean, they work great, but I mean, they're really not designed for
what I'm doing. They're not nearly as high quality as the MIP. You can see they're kind of rounding off a little bit. I'm trying to get used to the new camera angle, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right, we'll put him back over there. Let's see where we're looking. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is a more, I went down one click on the camera angle. Whew. See, that's nice. Anyway, kind of long, but nice, very nice. We'll save those for later. We'll put these in the magnetizer. Probably need to put that away and put these in the magnetizer at night. I think I got another one of these. They're probably magnetic enough. So I'll probably cut all this out and we'll just get focused on the job at hand, which is, I can't make axles, but what I can do is make, what I'm thinking I can do is make some axles. I can't make the hinge pins today. Oh look, they come with little droop screws. How nice is that? I'm gonna have to make some, maybe we'll make some of those too. Look how big it is. See, that's what I'm thinking. Tell me what you guys think about this. I'm thinking about doing this with the Creighton 8S. Make a big droop screw. This got a preset height to start from, because a lot of guys struggle with setting the droop properly. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. But see how this one's got a big old hex on it. It's a big old screw. Maybe a 5 or 6 mil. I like that. So I do have a 5/16 right here. 5/16 is the same as 8 mil, guys. Just FYI. Just in case you were wondering. That's why. That's why it had those long socket head cap screws and it didn't have any marks in this piece. Because I had forgotten that this rear cage piece goes on top of that. So that's why we didn't have any marks. It was kind of throwing me off a little. Oh, so looks like we got an 8. I'm gonna have to go buy all new wrenches to work on this doggone car, huh? Oh. Tell you what, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rest of this cage off because we're gonna be working back here. I don't really think I'm gonna be doing anything that is gonna require me to have that cage on right this minute. What do you think? I think might be right there, downside. What's a good thing? This is already good. Nice touch. Nice touch, you over. We don't carry these guys in our This is EP15.1. I think one of those, I'm sure where the size is. Oh, left. Just that one. Yeah. Now, we'll do that manually. Might get a in there on that one. Get 3. Okay. What other 2 in there? That's worth. All in, guys. Signature butter. Signature butter stuff. Get that first. Then. Okay. I'm just gonna put these screws, I'm just gonna put that screw back in. Throw these 2 screws right here. I don't know this truck very well, so I don't know what all screws go where. So I'm gonna try to kind of keep them together a little bit. Get this thing out of my way. Gonna need a spot for all this stuff. This is a big truck. Let's put that down like that. And we'll put this guy down here. Oh, what about that? Harry said he's gonna send me the final version of this. Maybe we'll give these away or sell them or something. These are the basher body prototypes for the Mega Creighton XL. Still hadn't finished that project. Had a few bumps in the road on it. All right. I feel like I just need to go buy a set of ratcheting metric wrenches, like a small set. I'm sure somebody makes a small set. because I don't really have any of the tools that I need to do this. I don't think. Maybe I got some in my toolbox that I use for my car. But we just need an axle because I'm sure I can do the axle. Well, I'm not sure I can do the axle because I don't even know what it looks like. But I'm sure we're gonna up and try. How about that? Ugh. Why would they do it like that? I don't necessarily like the way they did that. I guess. I mean, we're gonna learn as we go on this truck, guys. Let's go ahead and get another. Is that? Yeah. Okay. These are all gonna be Losi bolts. That's not. I know where that came from. Yeah. I guess these are all bolts out of this truck. I hope so. Okay. I'm hoping that's 5mm. So, sway bar. Is the sway bar a factor on the axle? Yes, no, no. So we're gonna take the sway bar out. We're gonna get out. No, you're not doing that part. Let's use a screw for advantage. Pressure is how it's going. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Okay. I'll just take this out anyway. That's what we do this stuff. Oh, just a bag for that. We'll lose none of it. This will help you keep stuff in order, because we probably won't never put that thing back on it, but okay. So now we got to get to this axle. I should have took the wheel off before I did that. I know better, so there ain't much excuse, so I won't try to make one. That's all they give you? That's all the torque? That's all the torque you get? Whew. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess I have wrenches. I'm not using those wrenches. Get the F out of here. Get out of here with that. Okay. Can't even use that one. So okay, easy enough. I guess they don't want you putting more torque than that on it. You can guarantee that wheel's coming off at some point in the very near future. Oh, what do we got here? Now it's metal. There's metal in that hex. That's quality. But I think most of the 8S tires, that's why I don't make 8S hex adapters. But that might change. I also saw something about it being 23mm instead of 24. That's 25 rather, or 25 rather. 24.84. See, this is, can you see that? 24mm as opposed to 25mm. So, wonder what that's for. 35mm. But let's see. So that's 24. That's 24. Okay. What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet? That's the same. No, that's not the same part number. And it's not the same thread pitch. Is it? It is not. That's going to be a 1.25, I believe. That's okay. That's okay. We're learning. We're learning as we go here, guys. So if you ain't never had a Losi 5T and you're more of a Creighton guy, okay, so now we learn that. And it's probably M18 by 1.25, I'm guessing, because that's a standard thread. Okay, so let's see how this is going to act. But the good part about that is I do believe we'll try a Creighton wheel on it. I wonder if a Creighton wheel will work on that. Wouldn't this thing look cool with Creighton wheels and tires? I don't think they'd work though. They'd be too little. Too little. Okay, so what size is in there? Flashlight shug. Oh, that's a little one. Oh, and why has it got grease in there? Oh, you know, I'm just gonna, let's try it. Come on. Come on. Don't tell me it's gonna be a 2.5 millimeter screw. Oh, thanks, Losi. All right, so there's your first freaking questionable design. See, that's bottomed out. See, I've already twisted this thing off. You know, we're just gonna go straight to the. We're gonna put that sucker. Let's see what happens. See what happens before we put the hot wrench on it. Okay, hot wrench it is. Hopefully I don't have to end up drilling this thing out. There we go. See? Not that hard. Well, look, I didn't do that to my wrench this time, but think I ought to just go ahead and burn myself? How about you? Five mil through pin. Yes, the axle is still hot. I'm sure of it. So, I'm guessing this little retainer here is for this little boot. Okay. That looks like a 3.5 pin. Nice that they put 2 cross holes. Okay, let's get this sucker dissected. Right? What are you seeing? Let's get this sucker dissected. It's probably still kind of warm. See, I'm hoping that these are the same sizes. Okay, that's a 4mm pin. So it doesn't, we're still okay. I'm hoping, you see, I'm set, right now I'm set up on axles. Oh, okay, it's got a little lip right there to retain that. I like that. Right? Okay. So let's put this guy here. Okay, I like that a lot, actually. Yes, and this goes over that end to get there. Why is... Okay, I'm looking down in here. I'm looking to see why this end is flat, because that creates a weak spot. I don't see anything interfering that would make that necessary to be flat. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. So 6.5, 4.14, let's 160 and 258. Okay. What about this? Well, at least this is 5mm. I'm currently set up on that because we're doing mega crating. So my thinking is, let's see what we're doing. 1/2 inch. Oh, and 588. What kind of freaking size is that? 15mm. So luckily for us, I have 9/16 stock out there. Oh crap. 9/16 is 562. Oh, that means I'd have to make this out of 5/8. It's a lot of material to remove. But at least this is a standard size over here. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. I do believe I carry 5/8 steel for making something. What do I make out of 5/8 steel? Drive cups. That's what I make out of drive. I make, I'm gonna say, I think sledge drive cups are made out of 5/8 steel. So I do have 5/8 steel in stock. Now let's get this guy folded back up. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna draw some, I'm gonna draw this up in Mastercam and write a program so that we can change one drill. First thing we gotta do is go check and see if we got 5/8 stock. So let's do that first. And if so, we can set up on it and get parts out the door. I think first thing I need to do is see how much room I got. Let's see how much room I got. Why was I thinking it was so much closer to that drive shaft? I actually got quite a bit of room there. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's this one I don't have any room on. So I can't really increase the diameter because of that right there. I don't know if you can see down in there. Where's my flashlight? I'll show you. So you see how it's right up against the spring cup? Right up against that spring. But what I can do is make them use removable pins, because it uses, I can make them use removable pins. I can't gain any, can't really gain anything on the front, or on the front. And I'm not going to make fronts and rears because they're universal back and forth. So that kind of traps me there. I think having some removable pins would be really nice. I'm hoping this is going to be an 18, 21.6, 852, and I'm pretty sure that our standard, I'm pretty sure Creighton pin is like 812. So that means we could use it. So let's get over here and draw this thing, get some numbers, and let's get it drawn. I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna try plugging up my camera into my computer and just using the microphone and do a screen capture so I can show you guys what I'm doing with a clearer picture on the screen. Let's get her done. All right, guys, we're here with Luis. Luis is learning how to draw and start helping me design these parts. So we're taking this car apart. I pulled the rear diff off, but I said I should bring the guys in on this. Okay, so I'm pulling this other wheel off. Big old freaking monster car. Okay, so a little bit easier to deal with. Oh, I hope I don't lose nothing. Anyway, so I'm pulling this. I got the diff off because we're working on blocks. We're working on scanning blocks. See, we're back on the scanner over there, and you can see we got the block on the screen. I'm showing him how to extract geometry from the scan model. We've already been through that, so I'm taking him through it. I told him to go watch the video. He didn't. You don't even like and subscribe, dude. How come you don't?
Subscribe.
You better be freaking subscribed.
I'm sharing the videos.
You better be sharing my videos. Anyway,
too. You best believe I'll put them up there.
Anyway, so what we're doing right now is that is the C block. I ordered some from Jenny's, so I had some extra ones to work with and paint and everything. So that's the C block, and I want to see what's going on, and we're going to make that drive shaft too. I'm working on the drive shafts right now. I'm working on the programs for them. Because they're significantly different. These have a 50-degree, these CVDs that we're working on here, they have a 50-degree spread, so I'm having to develop a lot of geometry and to make them. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm taking apart this suspension block because I wanted to see whether this is just a big weak spot. And it is. It's just a big weak spot, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these suspension blocks out of steel. What I did notice is that the front ones are made out of steel, but heaven only knows the quality of that steel, and I'm going to have them hardened. So we do not need to put that slot in. So that's a blessing in itself. So we can continue on. Just wanted to get you guys in. I don't want you guys to miss out on what we're doing. And I don't know how to take this thing off. Let's take this sucker off. I'm guessing we just, here, let's screw this back together for right now, because this thing wants to fall apart on me. Because what I noticed is that the rear bumper, let me put this back together so I can flip it over and show you guys instead of talking about it. So I guess on these blocks are probably going to apply to previous models. But what I noticed, one of the first things I noticed when I started taking this thing apart is these blocks have countersinks right here instead of counterboards for those screws. So I'm guessing that right here, so I'm guessing that previous models didn't have this rear bumper set up like this has. Where'd it go? Let me see. Oh, you see it has this rear bumper set up. This goes here, right? Goes like that. Now, this is not a flathead bolt. This D-block cover is for a flathead bolt, but the socket head cap screw rests on this. That means that socket head cap screw is putting pressure on the outside of here. It almost looks like you can see where the plastic is dented, okay? So I'm thinking on the D-block. Well, no, you see, because it's got a big empty space right here, that's creating a weak point, because this is the circle that's formed by that flathead screw countersink, all right, because this is pulling on it, and that's holding your D-block on. So I honestly think we probably ought to go ahead right off the bat and do a one-piece captured D-block, because what I'm going to do is just steel replacements for these, but I think the back, we need to go ahead and do a captured D-block right off the bat that's flat, so that that bumper can have something solid to sit on, because I guarantee that's going to break. Guys are going to have problems out of that. You watch. If not, it's going to get, the D-block's going to be slightly moving around because it's designed to break. God bless them. God bless them. Let's see how I get this cover off. I ain't quite sure. I'm guessing just get in here and take it off. I really like how these covers are on these drive shafts, and I do think that we're going to be incorporating these covers into our Creighton 8S drive shafts, because I really like that. There's no reason, I don't see any reason I couldn't put something like this. I don't know why they're going through all that drama. It looks like they got a ring on there. I don't know why they would go through all that drama. Why couldn't we put that profile on a Creighton 8S drive cup and then use these low-C little covers and put some grease on these drive cups, and God bless America, we'd have a sealed system and get longer drive shaft life. See, I never seen one of these up close. I saw one at Joe's place at Exo Cage, but I didn't really get a good opportunity to take a good look at it. But that'd be a real good part for our Creighton 8S's. We're stealing that, guys. All right, I'm gonna get over here and we're gonna do some drawing with Luis, and then we'll continue on, guys.
Go out, because we're going in a few different directions with this low-C. See, we're getting it further took apart, and here's where we're at. I got Luis. I'm training him to draw in Mastercam. He scanned these parts. I did this one with him, and then we scanned this one together, and then he scanned this one and drew this one and made a solid, and he drew this one and scanned this one and made a solid. So we're moving forward on this thing. We're getting Luis and the entire shop moved over to Mastercam, which is a much better system in my opinion. I mean, we're still gonna have Gibbs Cam because we had it for 20 years, but we're moving forward, moving in the right direction, getting Luis trained up to free me up, so I got a little bit more time to design stuff and make new stuff, because I get overwhelmed sometimes, fellas, you know, when it's just me. You know, it's all me having to do every single little thing because I'm not delegating enough. So trying to do better on that, and we're gonna bring these parts to you. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video produced. Stay tuned for awesome parts.